welcome to my corner.
Welcome to my corner. Let's have a talk now. From Miami to California. Check your girl out. I'm gonna give it to you straight up. That's right. That's right. Keeping it real, no games inside. Let's go. Welcome to my corner, y'all.
What up, everybody? Welcome back to the corner. Okay, so I kind of should have did this video like in the beginning of January, but like, I don't know why I didn't. So if you are my Facebook friend or you follow me on Instagram, you kind of already been getting the gist that I've been pouring out. But for some reason, I forgot to do it in my corner. So let me get my life. Okay, so at the end of every year, I take a moment and I sit and I reflect, okay? And then I begin to write not necessarily goals, but things I'm believing God to do for me this year. Like I'm not gonna tell you what I'm believing God for, but like, you know, these are the things that I'm believing God to do in me this year through me. And, you know, most people think it's like goals or like a wish list. Like, Lord, I want a new car, Mercedes-Benz, or Lord, I want a man, or I want this. Not for me. It's more like, okay, Lord, I want to be purposeful. I want to tone my craft. Lord, I want doors to open because of my purpose, like what I'm supposed to be doing. Okay, so with that being said, at the end of this past year, 2018, I sat down and I wrote down everything, and God was like, that's cute, Candace, but bigger. And I was like, oh, okay, well, all right. So I always have a slogan for the year, and I always have things that I like to tell people that they should do this year. Okay, so this year for me was all about leveling up and being intentional. So I've kind of talked about it before with like being intentional, but I never really went into depth of what I mean by being intentional. So let's start. Okay, so it's 2019. Okay, done are the days like where you can just play games with your life. Like it's enough of you playing games. Like not saying like you shouldn't have a good time, but more like there's a point, at some point, you got to get serious about what you want to do, what you want to be. You know, like get your life at some point. And so because sometimes we don't know what we do, we just waste our time until we figure it out. We're kind of like zombies just moseying around here, right? So this year, I had a conversation with my homeboy in 2018. And me and him were talking, and he was just like, you know, I'm just trying to date. I was like, do not date anybody if you're not intentional with who you're dating. Do not share your dreams with anybody if you're not intentional. Be intentional with everything you're doing. So when I said be intentional, let's start with dating, for example. I'm at this point in my life, right? Where, you know, yes, last video we talked about like the things that need to be worked on me, and I'm working on it. But also, I'm not accepting foolishness this year. Like, I'm not just about to be dating because I want to date. Like, it's got to have some intention with it. You know what I'm saying? Like, if he say, oh, you know, I just kind of want to see how this goes. Okay, I'm going elsewhere. Or like, I don't really want to be married. I don't really want kids. Okay, I'm out. Or, you know, I'm just trying to waste your time. Good day, sir. Because I think oftentimes, you know, you just do things just to do them, but they don't have any purpose. So like now, at this point, I just be looking at men like, you don't mean no good. Go ahead, go that way. Because it's like, I don't have time to just be dating you, just going out on dates, holding hands, making Instagram posts, and then you talk about you don't want to be married. Wait a minute, hold up, sir. Or you talk about you just want to waste my time. I can waste my own time. I can waste my own time, okay? And then it's like with jobs, okay? So a lot of people are working jobs. Okay, let's just be real. You got to pay the bills, okay? And, you know, you can't just keep quitting jobs, okay? Like, you get a job, you quit it because you don't like the way your boss talks to you. You get a job, you quit it because, oh, you know, I be tired. Okay, look. Be intentional with the jobs you take. If you know what you desire to do, if you want to be a PR, if you want to be in news, whatever you want to do, why do you keep taking jobs at McDonald's? Why do you keep taking jobs at Macy's? Why aren't you going to take the job that's going to lead you to your purpose? Be intentional. Be intentional. Don't just be taking jobs just to take them. Baby, take a job that's going to lead you to where you got to go. Even in your friendships. I know this is going to hurt a few people, but look, even in your friendships, your relationships with your friends, be intentional. Like if you got friends that you just had for years, and you know, myself included, I have friends that I just, they're friends from like years ago, and they know me, and it's like, you don't want to give that up. But honestly, if it does not help me grow, if this relationship does not help me be where I need to be, then honestly, it's not here. So bye. Be intentional in your relationships too, like with your friends. Like, girl, Lakeisha been your friend since 1962. But Lakeisha always talking about why she ain't got no money. She got like 5 baby daddies. She okay with living on... Let Lakeisha go and go get you somebody else as a friend. Do you see what I'm saying? You have to be intentional with everything you're doing this year specifically. I just feel like, for me, I know there's some things that God wants to do through me. And if I just get out here and I just do things just because, it ain't gonna make sense. Like, he gonna be like, girl, what is you doing? I'm like, you right, Lord, you right. So be intentional. Be intentional in the way you pray. Now, I have checked myself. I don't be praying for stuff I really want. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you're going to pray for the Lord to help you with your attitude, myself included, if you're going to pray for patience, understand that there's a test that comes with it. So don't be upset when things start breaking down, life starts getting hard. You're like, why me, Lord? Because you pray for that. Be intentional with your prayers. If you don't want it, shut up. It's better to not pray for it than to pray for it and not really mean it. You get what I'm saying? Like, oh, Lord bless me with a man. Okay, first of all, you're damaged. You're damaged goods, okay? So don't get out here praying. No, sis. Pray, sit back, and heal. So this year, be intentional. Just be intentional. Also, this is very important. Can you please be intentional with who you share your dreams with? So many of us have so many visions and dreams, and you just get out here and you be blabbermouth, and then you wonder why your dream and your vision was taken. Listen, Joseph... It wasn't that Joseph did not dream, or it wasn't that Joseph's dream was incorrect. It was Joseph told his dream to the wrong people. So you get up here, you got vision, I want to be this, I want to be that, and you telling these people who don't have anything to do with you or where you got to go, and now you're wondering why your dream was stolen. Be intentional. Shut your mouth. Everybody don't got to know everything. Y'all be like, I'm moving in silence, and be loud. Shut up. They don't need to know what you're doing. Left hand and the right hand don't always got to know what you're doing. Sometimes you just got to move in silence. Sometimes you just got to be intentional and go by yourself. Now, with you being intentional, it could be lonely. Okay? I'm not going to lie to you. If you're going to be intentional, you might lose some relationships. You might lose some friendships. You might be single for a minute. But it's better to wait for something that was specifically designed for you than to take a counterfeit. And we're going to talk about that another time, how we just accept things because we're tired of waiting, how we just accept things because we don't want to wait anymore. I'm just tired of waiting, so I'm finna date Billy because Billy got a job. And now you're married with Billy's 5 kids, and you never, we're not doing it. All right, so this year, be intentional. Write down some things that you want God, that you're believing God for. And let's be clear. Don't make it a wish list like, Lord, I want a house. Lord, I want a car. No, like, Lord, I want to do this. I believe you gave me this vision, so let's see how it moves. And let me tell you something. After you do it, pray over and sit down and then watch God do it. Because I am a witness that works every year. Okay, so we'll be back in the corner. I'm going to go be intentional with my life. And for the rest of my life, I'm going to be intentional. I hope you have enjoyed the corner. We'll be back next week. Holla!